Wow. Actually, unironically based Randy Pitchford, Gearbox CEO of the company that brought you Borderlands, essentially calling game journalists poor, self-absorbed losers. I mean, that is a spicy take for a CEO of a video game company, a man who infamously left a USB stick full of, let's call it, badge magic. On behind at a Renaissance fair style restaurant to be found by some customer. Also contained company secrets, but nonetheless, a pretty spicy take. But before I get into that, Borderlands movie could end with a tease for Handsome Jack. Randy Pitchford said, by the way, I have zero interest in a Borderlands movie. Look, I liked Borderlands. It's fun. It's fun to play. The art is unique. The art style. Borderlands is a good game. The latest Borderlands game, meh, probably for me. The movie itself, I have very little interest. I mean, are we really trying this whole video game movie era again? I mean, Kevin Hart you have in this movie. Why? I don't know. Money, apparently. And I don't know. I mean, I guess the Witcher TV show was good, but it was based on books first. I'm trying to find some reason. Like the Mortal Kombat movie. No, not very good. I mean, okay. But, I mean, so they have the movie. But we've got some other interesting turmoil going on. There are a bunch of Borderlands developers just quit. Some of the highest-ranking developers who worked on Borderlands 3 have left Gearbox. Senior producer Chris Brock, lead mission designer Keith Schuler, art director Scott Kester, creative design Paul Sage, UX game field director Chris Straz, and many more. Gearbox founder Randy Pitchford told Axios that the group left on, quote, the best of terms, and that they were part of a not yet announced pre-production team, and their departure will cause minimal disruption in their current plans. He added that Gearbox's main concern at the moment is finishing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which he claimed to be on track. This is additional content, of course. I don't know. I mean, are they going off and doing their own thing? I mean, I saw some of the bonuses some of these people made, and, it's possible that they're going off to do their own thing, but these are some heavy hitters. Why would such a large portion of the team leave, though? With Pitchford's recent declaration that the studio is working on, quote, the big one, a new game that may or may not be related to Borderlands, major happenings are on the horizon. However, it seems potential success wasn't enough to convince these developers to stay. They were, however, working on a new project. Gearbox confirmed to Axios that the departing developers are leaving the company and going to work on a new independent project together. The representatives did not clarify what kind of project they'd be working on or if it would be in conjunction with another studio. Gearbox employees reportedly knew about the exodus for a few weeks. Borderlands fans might be surprised to see so many core members of the Borderlands 3 team leaving the company. However, one anonymous source said the remaining team felt excited that, quote, fresh blood is now going to be able to lead the project that they left. So maybe they weren't exactly loved. Gamers may never know what drove the team to leave Gearbox. Studio has come under fire for alleged mismanagement of employees in the past. Gearbox has a history of shady business practices, partially due to its leader, Randy Pitchford, for example. After Borderlands 3 released, employees caused an uproar by claiming they didn't receive their promised sales bonuses. Considering Borderlands 3 changed gaming, it makes sense for Gearbox to be a prize developer with a bright future ahead, but big developers don't always leave room for employees to follow their dreams, even if they've worked their way up to senior positions. Of course, you have this, Gearbox CEO Pitchford revealed Borderlands 3 was supposed to get cross-play support. Unfortunately, the game's publisher didn't agree. Well, that's 2K for you, I suppose. But let's get to why you're really here. Randy Pitchford calling games journalists poor, self-absorbed losers. Here's the tweet. It's astonishing when we get emails from journalists and critics and influencers who spend 3 paragraphs describing how successful they are in hopes that they will convince us and send them a free code. Sure, here's a code, but bro, Tribes of Midgard is like $20. Rando! Rando. Unironically based, accidentally based. Now, of course, that's not what maybe he was saying. I don't know. It seems pretty spicy. Of course, here we go. Such a fun game, successful in clout, but not their bank account. I play video games and love Borderlands. I'll take a code now. Except, Randy is just kind of a big idiot because he gets ratioed on his own tweet that says, or from H Bomber Guy, probably something to do with this. Influencers, apply for a creator code. This is on June 29th, so just a few days ago. You literally reached out and told people to do this exact thing. Influencers can now apply for a Tribes of Midgard Rainmaker campaign for a chance to receive a creator code for launch on 27th, calling all creators. Apply to our Rainmaker below to potentially receive the Tribes of Midgard key at launch so that you can share your giant slaying, goblin hunting experiences with your community. Like, they literally asked, why am I getting 3 paragraphs of information when I specifically asked for 3 paragraphs of information? Randy, you do realize they don't just cover one game, but multiple games, right? Say 10 games a month. Multiply that at $20. That's $200. That's a lot of money. Well, I mean, generally, if you're covering, games, you're doing so for some sort of profit. But it's funny to me. Maybe their bosses boned them on their bonuses too during a lockdown. You urine-centered knob goblin. That, of course, is a reference to the old. I mean, he's just getting eviscerated in his own replies. Now, here's the original tweet, of course, saying, hey, reach out to us. You could see it wasn't just bad stuff stushed on USB, but a USB passed around the office. I think Gearbox needs the Blizzard Activision treatment. You could see 1 single adult models, 2 girls, 1 cup style laugh spicy clip. Someone passed around the office in a different era gets construed by you clowns into the worst stuff imaginable. Look in the mirror, bro. He's been going hard against journos. Was this a Randy Pitchford redemption arc? I mean, I think so. Now, obviously, this is hilariously tone deaf, and it's funny because we get to see, like, it's 2 sides that I dislike, so watching them fight is like double. There's a multiplier of joy I receive from this. Of course, Gearbox content creators, please reach out to us for a code. Also, Gearbox, lol, why are you reaching out for a code? Oh, Randy Long blocked me a long time ago. You see, we already know you're a massive idiot, Pitchford. You don't really need to keep proving it to us. You fired a man you had known for years after he asked you to pay him for work he'd been doing for free for many of those years. That's a voice actor, I think, right? Then, I think that's a Claptrap voice actor they're referring to. Then had the audacity to have his replacement talk junk about him in-game. So basically, you're a jerk. Guys, don't be so hard on Randy. Outside of lying about his games, being mad at journalists reporting on scoops, and screwing him for leaving spicy video-laden USB drives at medieval times, and allegedly going after the voice actor for Claptrap, you can't expect him to know what happens at his own company. How does Randy go through his life with continuously terrible takes? I mean, everybody is just absolutely dunking on him. This is probably one of those takes that Pitchford probably should maybe consider deleting. But I know I'm not interested in Rainmaker .gg. I could tell you that much. Although, I don't know, it looks kind of fun. Dang it! I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for the laugh, Pitchford. Come check me out on Twitch. I'm live, twitch.tv/thequartering. Come say hi.